look at us. We're so fucking cute.
What? Why do you say it like that's not the case?
Oh, no, it's just how I talk. We are fucking adorable.
That's what I just said.
I know, when I was agreeing with you.
Yeah, because, yeah. Wait, what's in your mug?
Coffee.
No, I'm sorry, what is on your mug? What's the graphic? What's the image, the picture, the
This
pictogram, the,
this this is Garrick. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it.
is that a Star Trek thing?
Yeah, he's the gay lover of Dr. Julian Bashir on DS9, and I love him so much.
More like DP9.
Oh, that A, I designed this mug, and B, Andy got me that actor's cameo for my birthday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. What did he say? And does he have like Star Trek stuff in the shot?
No, but he was very sweet and hoped that I had a good holiday and not to overwork myself. And he said that I have the coolest birthday in the whole world because it's on the solstice. He's very nice.
That is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I have never purchased nor have I received any cameos, but I think that they're fucking hilarious and amazing. And not just like hilarious, but truly great. Like I've sort of gone down a rabbit hole of looking at like examples because they have so many on the site where you can see here are like 100 that this person has already done for other people. And you see like really heartfelt, caring messages from people who are touched to like be hired for this purpose.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's so sweet. A friend of mine worked there and he got laid
Cameo?
off. He got laid off twice. So I have a love-hate relationship with that place because how do you lay someone off twice, dude? They like
what did he do for them?
I think he did sales or marketing or some crap. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how that stuff works. So I assume that you have to keep selling and marketing your product if you want people to buy it.
That's true of anybody. But
yeah.
He I know he had like a few low-key celebrities that he had to keep track of and talk to and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting. So like part of his job wasn't just like consumer level, it was like, that's interesting. So he had to like engage with the talent.
Yeah.
So that's a different job. That's like, I'm a producer if I'm doing that.
Right.
So is Cameo based in Chicago?
Well, I don't know if they're based, but they have an office here.
I mean, it's a super smart idea.
It really is. Like, who wouldn't want to get a celebrity's video talking specifically to you?
That's so mad that I didn't like
think of it first.
No, I there are things that I thought of first that I'm mad that I didn't do the whatever to do.
Yeah.
But this is not one of them. I'm mad that I didn't get a video of Gilbert Gottfried before he passed away.
A friend of mine,
like, he had like different channels for Gilbert Gottfried, Gilbert Dracula Gottfried, Gilbert.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He's amazing.
A friend of mine did his all of his social network work for his podcast and everything. And whatever, it's all very sad. So anyway, let's talk about Max Headroom.
Oh, well, wait. So he had to like deal with Gilbert a lot?
I know he talked to him a lot, yeah.
And they were close? Or Gilbert was like a pain in his ass?
Oh no, he loved Gilbert. I
anyone that's had like first person dealings with him
Mhm.
that I have met, they were always like, sort of an intern or receptionist or PA somewhere where Gilbert had something to do. And it was like all the stories hinge on Gilbert is the cheapest person you've ever met. Like
That's
at a
great.
at a time when it mattered, like long distance calls cost you more money, he would call like the New York office of a place to be transferred to the California office. To like,
Wow.
yeah, which is also
That's
just smart.
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
why the fuck should he have to pay for it if they can just not, no one has to pay for it in that case.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Okay, let's clap it in.
Let's clap it in. Ow.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh,
Ooh. Ow. Ooh.
what's
Ow.
up, guys? It's on fire tonight with Josh and Tressa.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Tressa.
Deeper.
Yeah, you didn't see that one coming, did you?
Kinda.
Whenever I have answered someone's phone in the past like 30 years, I always do the deepest possible voice.
How many people stay on the line and how many people hang up immediately?
Oh, people are always like, what's going on? This is great. Hello, this is Jessica.
What do you want? I was masturbating.
Also, anytime that I've like had to ring a buzzer and there's like a voice that's like, who is it? And then they have to buzz you in and listen to like what your answer. My response is always "Rah, rah, 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 rah,
Oh, people love you.
rah." Well, it sort of goes without saying that whatever you say when it's like, who is it? You can't hear the answer anyway.
No, no, it's
It's
all
always, it
bullshit.
comes out sounding like that to begin with. So maybe if you say it that way, it's like,
It'll
this is
translate.
Josh. I'm here for my 3 o'clock.
Oh, Josh is here, everyone.
My
Josh,
dude, what did you think of this fucking episode?
it was weird.
All right, so guys, let's get into it. We're about to talk about Max Headroom season 1 episode 4. It's called Security Systems. If you haven't watched it already and you are scared of spoilers, we're going to spoil it, so pause and watch it. Now you're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, my friends. This was a weird episode.
Question number
a little
one.
bit weird.
Yes.
What's that?
Question number one.
Yeah. Number one big question.
Why is the name of this place the most generic name that has ever been made for a security systems place?
It's
Security
like
Systems Inc.
It's like big, yeah, it's like Orwell, it's 1984.
So it's like, all right.
Yeah, it's generic because it's embedded into your life.
You know what? It's
we
20
live in the
minutes
dystopian future. Yeah, it is 20 minutes into the future. And we live in this dystopian future that we're in. All the stuff that they talked about as science fiction is just fact.
Yeah.
It's
all gross.
Factual. Not the least of which is that AI bots will charm each other.
Make out? Question mark?
Yeah, there's some. I almost don't even want to talk about the episode. I just want to talk about that.
I almost want to skip that part entirely.
It's so fucking weird, though.
I know. Josh, let's get into it.
All right. So it starts off, unlike most episodes, it starts clean with an ad for security systems. And their tagline is, wherever you go, there we are.
Boom.
Which is fucking great.
Yeah,
like, this is not long after wherever you go, there you are was like a great line from Buckaroo Banzai, exploding
Uh,
young minds. But this is you know, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Anyway, then there's static, and once again we're 20 minutes into the future.
that's right. We got the Edison Carter show. What's it called? Edison Carter show?
I don't even know what it is.
Hmm.
That's a good question. It's like the biggest fucking journalistic thing on the network. And also, there is no journalism happening. He's so gonzo about everything. He's just like,
Mhm.
I've got a hunch and I'm going to break into buildings. And as soon as I get in, I'm going to tell whatever story I find. I won't get any confirmation from any sources on any side of anything. I'm just going to
It's
do it all
it's
myself.
he's doing like a completely improvised news show. Hey, maybe
Basically,
something will happen here. Who just do a little bit of yes and we got a story.
I mean, he's got the resources of the network, which includes like a ready to go helicopter at all times.
What? Yeah. And so you think they have like implants where they can hear their cameras, or can everybody hear the camera when he's talking to Theora and
What
she's
do you
talking
mean?
back? Like he has conversations
Oh,
with
yeah, yeah,
Theora.
yeah. That like he's not wearing a headset, but
Mm-mm.
it's not explained any other way.
Implant.
Uh,
Nope.
maybe, maybe,
Implants.
maybe
It's 20 minutes into the future.
20 minutes in the future, anything
Implants.
is possible.
That's right.
All right.
Yes.
So he and Martinez are helicoptering around the Sybaris residential complex, which is, among other things, home to Security Systems Inc. Murray is running late as usual in the newsroom. The
Ah,
helicopter
Murray.
is suddenly in trouble and it's falling. And
What? No.
yeah, the fucking,
Is there anywhere it can land, Josh?
well, they could land right on top of the Sybaris
Oh, thank
building,
God.
but the Sybaris watchtower people, apparently there's like somebody's job to just like be on
Sit
the
on
watch for
top.
that, or like the radio tower, like as though they were their own airport.
Hmm.
It's like negative, negative, fuck off, get out of here. And he's like, well, we can't because we're falling,
Gonna
so we got to
die.
do this. And they're like, all right. So then Martinez lands. It turns out that like the helicopter failure was staged so that
Oh, you
yeah,
guys.
yeah,
You guys. Come on.
yeah.
So sneaky.
We get a quick quip from Max Headroom. Some of us can't cover our eyes. Martinez distracts like the building people with the helicopter problems, and Carter is off and running. He sneaks into the motherfucking building. He wants to talk to Valerie Town, who's the CEO of Security Systems. He enters a very, very 80s fucking massive
Oh my God.
museum slash home
Yeah, it's the
space.
most 80s minimalist condo with no windows and a grand piano and
Mm-hmm.
uh statues and art on platforms and
What's that light? What's that ceiling lighting called? That like I
track. I
no,
don't
it's
remember.
it's not
Recessed?
it's not no, but it's like anyway, whatever. It's fucking heinous, is what it is.
What is it? I don't remember what it was.
It's kind of like tracks without the track. Anyway, um, it doesn't matter.
Fuck you,
Like
Tressa. Move
the
on.
80s was a terrible time for lighting.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he asks Valerie Town, who's trying to buy Security Systems, and Valerie, CEO of a company, is very charmed by Mr. Carter.
How can you not be? Have you not seen him? So
Right?
charming.
Wow. Yeah. So anyway, Security Systems itself sees him as a threat. A7 is their AI bot.
Oh, is that what it was called?
Yeah, A7.
Hmm.
Um, which was also the name of a club where Bad Brains used to play when they were on the corner of A and 7th. Anyway, so because A7 basically can do anything that, like, it controls security systems, even though we sometimes see a pair of nerds in white lab coats that work there.
What's with those nerds? Come on.
They're just a couple of nerds. The whole show is really run by this AI, and it sees Carter as a threat. It locks him out of his house and has his key canceled, and now he's a fucking fugitive. His landlord won't let him in because he's now wanted for first-degree credit fraud,
which is worse
than murder. That's
it's
right.
Like, is it 20 minutes into the future or is it now? I mean, come on.
Some cops show up at the office. Yeah. Theora tells him to ditch his vidicam so they can't trace him because, you know, there's like GPS. You know how we all walk around with GPS tracking devices?
Yeah, in our pockets. Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean the phones? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The phone ones. The phone ones.
Yeah. I thought you meant the other one.
Not the kind that I got injected against my consent.
Right. In your hand so you could check out of the grocery store faster. Yeah. The phone. Got it.
Yeah, anyway, she tells him to drop the camera so that he can't be traced. We learn a little bit of background about how security systems developed AI and named it A7 to do their work for them. A7 made these charges against Carter. And now, like, one of the big problems in the world is that they're going to have to air a rerun. Not just of Carter's show, but of Lumpy's Proletariat. Which is great. Why is Network 23, why do they have a show called Lumpy's Proletariat? Someday I hope we learn.
Oh, yeah, I hope, you know what? We need to buy the DVDs so we can get the extra footage and get a full episode of Lumpy's Proletariat.
Oh my God. If that exists, and if they have like any sort of commentary, that would be magic.
How about we rally for it to be in the reboot? Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's right. There's a reboot coming.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. Don't fuck it up, guys.
They will.
It's already pretty fucked up to begin with, to be honest.
Right. Mm-hmm.
This thing that I loved as a child, like, I have to recognize now has some fucking problems. Anyway.
I mean, it's from the 80s, so of course it does. Everything did.
So Carter wanders the fringe and he finds Reg and Dominica tangoing, as you do.
Are we Reg and Dom?
You and I?
Uh-huh.
We might be. Is this big time TV? Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we're doing pirate radio.
I'm saying.
'Cause we're smoldering pirates.
They give Carter a new and stinky outfit, right? That's what they did. Like, is that all they did?
That's part of it, and he makes a call.
Oh yeah,
they dress him as a blank, and then they have a blank untraceable vidiphone,
which he uses to call Valerie Towns.
Yeah,
and she's like, "How did you get my number?" And he's like, "It was on your phone." Which, yeah. So that made me laugh because it's like, even in the 80s, I didn't put my phone number on my phone. What are you talking about, stupid rich lady?
It's like, I'm a reporter. It's my fucking job. Anyway, she can't help him because she's been fired.
No.
Yeah.
So Reg and Dom arrange a ride with Rick for Carter.
Right? Yeah. And they drop in on Rick, who pulls a knife on him.
Yeah. Settle down, Rick. Come on. No one's going to rob you. You are Rick.
Rick says he can't help with security systems.
But
Carter
check your
has to
own
sneak in,
backyard.
right? So then check your own backyard, baby.
Mm, mm.
Carter sneaks into Network 23, goes with Theora and Murray to see Bryce. Bryce agrees to help.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you, Bryce.
cool. Yeah, we
Neat.
learn that security systems who have their tentacles in everything, they
Mhm.
can change any file on any person basically forever. And hey, did you know that they even do the security for Network 23?
Are
And they
you
look
kidding me?
over, and then we see them as seen through the security camera that's
Uh,
sitting in Bryce's office, and then they
uh,
run.
the simultaneous turn to the camera.
Murray has to pay Rick, which is like a story beat for some reason.
I don't know how to pay people. What do you think I am?
And then they rickshaw
Murray.
off to the fringe, back to big time TV, back to us, Reg and Dominica.
Hell yeah. Where are
So
we?
Bryce has a super hacker old school plan. He wants to go in under the radar with low wattage. And Reg, who's also a super old school hacker, thinks they'll have to tap into a line directly.
Yeah, so they got to drive to SSI and they're going to just plug into a light pole, I guess.
Basically, that's
Yeah.
basically it. So like they go there and Murray
We
and
need a
Theora,
distraction, though. We need a
do they do the
distraction.
yeah, there's just a guard in a fucking guard booth
Yeah.
who's not, as far as we can tell, looking at screens of any kind or paying attention to the comings and goings of anyone else.
He's
And
like literally a foot away from the window, just looking out the window.
they put on a one-act play just for him.
It's you know what? It's fine because Murray minored in drama at journalism school. What?
That's great.
Yeah, love it.
They claim to have been robbed by a rickshaw driver and they stage a fight
Mhm.
about whether or not her jewels were valuable. Reg and Carter run the world's longest cable and they just tap into some wires.
You know, Rich had that. That's full like truth there. There's no acting there. He just had that.
They go in low power so that they won't activate a feedback loop. Smart thinking, guys.
Yeah, it's Bryce. He's the smartest. Going too fast.
And so their plan is to feed in the real file, like Carter's original file before it was doctored, that they still have from Network 23. And they want to put it back into security systems.
Okay, I got a little bit lost there. And what is stopping the computer from changing it again if they do that?
I mean, they have to sneak it in so that it doesn't know, I guess, is the idea. So like we are introduced to the idea of various types of firewalls. I don't know if they're called that in the show. I think this is before that term existed.
No, as a matter of fact, didn't they call them ICE?
They talked about having to break the ice.
Right. And Murray is like, what is ICE? How you break it? I don't understand what you guys are talking about. And then Bryce was like, oh, it's so easy. It's a security measure that blocks you from going blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. And then we see Max, who decides to go for a walk, which means he's gonna go. He's literally leaving the big time TV
van
rig and going into the wire in security systems. Security systems detects what our team is doing and they drive away. Max is in their system though.
Yeah, he's trapped.
Or it's like that scene from the Watchmen. You think I'm trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Oh, classic. I say that to my family every day.
that we see the greatest AI meeting of all of history. A7 meets Max Headroom, and Max
He is
flies his charms.
lathering on that charm. Oh my God. It's sloppy and charming and delicious. Okay. Okay. So those guys, they break in, right?
Yeah, Bryce is like, we can just walk in. We have some fake IDs. They won't even question it.
Right. It's fine. And then the two computer nerds are looking at stuff and they're always watching TV or whatever.
Right.
But they walk by and one of them's like, hey, wasn't that Edison Carter? And he's like, and the other guy's like, I don't know. Did you see the Hoosiers on this girl? What?
Yeah. So I guess, you could say Hoosiers back then.
Wait, okay, but what? Is that a word for tits I don't know of?
Anything can be.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all, use the context clues, Tressa.
Well, no, I look at the eyebrows on that girl. I mean, Hoosiers.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so Hoosiers are the team from Indiana, like the basketball team from Indiana University, I think.
Yeah.
And
but I guess I don't even know what that means at all, aside from that.
I think it's also broadly refers to people from Indiana.
Well, yeah, that too.
And so, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Look at the Hoosiers on this one.
Look at the Indiana residents on this chick. All right.
Maybe the movie Hoosiers had come out just recently when
maybe they're basketballs. Look at the basketballs on that chick.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for putting that together for me. I actually would not have put it together.
I just put it together just now because it still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Check out the Harlem Globetrotters on.
Check out the Salt Lake City Jazz on that lady.
So anyway, yeah, they're like, hey, wasn't that Edison Carter? And the other guy's like, oh, I see that guy on TV all the time. Anyway, I'm sure he wouldn't be here if he wasn't supposed to be. Like, this is security systems.
Yep.
Right. It's just circular logic, which is perfect. It's it's infallible because it's circular.
They find some computer room. Like every room has a computer, so I don't really understand what's going on or how they found it.
Well, wait, let's just okay. I just want to zero in on the way, like Bryce and Carter with their fake IDs, they just have lab coats and they look like repair guys. Right? Like,
yeah.
The idea was if you just look like a repairman, no one will stop you. And that was true basically until just recently.
Until like 15 minutes into the future.
Until 15 minutes into the future. That's right. So if you had coveralls, you could walk into any building forever.
That's the whole idea.
And Carter's like 12 years old. I mean, I'm sorry,
right.
Bryce is 12 years old.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, that small child. He's fine. He's got coveralls on.
He's got an ID. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, back to Max and A7. Max has penetrated A7.
Gross, dude.
She's never been accessed like this before.
Gross.
This is so fucking weird because they're both computer programs, but they've been personified and given genders.
Yeah. Okay, Max I can see because he came from a dude, but why is this computer so hot for this male AI? How? I have so many questions about hot AI sex. That's all I'm saying.
Right. What is the point of computer programs having sex with each other? Isn't the whole point that like humans and sex bots do it?
They have no bodies. They are no bots. They're just programs.
They're just free floating data. Oh, by the way, I just want to what the two nerds what they were actually watching was big time TV.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, that's great. Fantastic.
Apparently they played Derek and the Dominoes like
40
10
times
times
in
in
a
a
row.
row. Yeah, just over and over. Just he's putting on his favorite video repeatedly.
I mean, that's what we do.
So Max and Carter are in the same room, and A7 gets super confused because she hears them and thinks they are the same person, but coming from different places. And it
Which
makes her
works out
lose
great for them.
control. And she says, I just want to surrender.
Come on. Have some self-respect.
A7 then just tells Carter that
Everything.
so the security systems is like creating a worldwide monopoly, and the idea came from Valerie Town herself, the CEO.
Wait a minute. Is she even fired?
No, and so here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Like they read all of her statements as truthful because A7 had fucked with Network 23's ability to verify that Valerie was telling the truth. You can beat
Hey.
the lie detector test when you build the lie detector, and you
Oh, damn.
right then
What?
Valerie and some fucking guards appear, and they
Oh,
put them
no.
in a fucking sub-zero testing chamber to be frozen to death.
Oh, what did she call it? A thermal testing chamber. Yeah. And it's all yellow. And she's like, well, fuck you guys. I'm turning on the heat. I mean, the air conditioning, which turns the light blue.
Right,
And
that's
then
how we know how cold it is.
it was like an old Batman episode. And then the dial, the thermometer on the wall, like is weird digital and it slowly gets colder and colder.
Right, it's dropping to like -10, -20, -30. It's pretty bad. Bryce suddenly regrets all of the things that he'll never be able to do. First and foremost, he'll never be able to finish his classic He-Man collection.
Fucking tragedy, dude.
Right?
Dude, I can't even like it's so sad.
But fear not, because Max is still charming A7 and convinces her to save Carter. You don't want to freeze those people to death.
Yeah, after he jumps into the thermal testing room to mock them for being cold, then he goes back to the AI and like, hey, you should probably save them. So,
Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to kill people. You don't want to manipulate stock prices or lock people in thermal chambers.
don't you have any friends?
She's like, I shouldn't be doing this. Kiss me again.
Oh
And he makes like
God.
a kissy face. Valerie Town tells A7 to erase Max. But guess what? She caught feelings.
Oh no. That
Yes,
means
yeah, she has feelings now and refuses to comply. The chamber opens, freeing Edison Carter and Bryce. A7 changes Valerie Town's file, and the guards just come for her.
yeah, just all of a sudden, oh, I my beeper just went off. I got to go arrest somebody.
Yeah, A7 declares, you can turn me off, but only Max can turn me on.
Gross.
Yeah, Bryce manages to get Max back over the wires, and
Oh,
they
right.
escape. Carter makes the amazing report to the people of television land while holding the camera like way down, so it's like aiming up at his chin,
Which is
an
really
angle that
flattering.
everyone
Looks
here
great.
here in the present knows not to do.
Well, maybe that's a really hot look for people 20 minutes into the future.
That's true. It will be a
Mhm.
different time. Murray congratulates Theora on her great work. Reg wishes that they had a Max at Big Time TV. We see Max making some quips at the very end. He jokes about security guards. He's like, do they throw parties? And if so, do they let each other in?
What?
That's the big ending. And then we have some coming
Yeah.
attractions.
It was a little bit of an ACAB rant, but also it was more like you're not good enough to be cops rant, but also not also never funny because they're never funny rants, but also not offensive. So win-win.
Yeah, I mean, it was just dumb.
Yeah.
Like it just wasn't that good. Or you know what? Maybe
Maybe 20 minutes in the future, it's gonna kill.
Yeah, maybe 20 minutes into the future, that is the fucking top of the heap for stand-up comedy. For Brian Oblivion style stand-up comedy. Do you know that character from Videodrome?
No.
Ah. Okay, so you might. That is an early Cronenberg movie.
I've seen it and I remember loving it. I don't remember anything about it.
Okay, so one of the things, there's a guy who's like a talking head expert named Brian Oblivion, Professor Brian Oblivion, and he only exists in like on tape.
Like Max Headroom, only on tape instead of a computer.
Like maybe he had been, I think that like he had just taped all of his appearances for television as monologues and had died many years before or something. I don't remember exactly how it works, but
I like that.
Yeah, it's like there's a real absence of humanity. Anyway, you get it.
I get it, bro.
Yeah, chug, pound.
I didn't have anything to say. I just wanted to wait. Josh,
what's up?
How fun was this episode, and weird and gross?
It's great. I mean, it's just like the sexualizing of the computers.
I mean, everything had to be sexualized in the 80s / 20 minutes in the future.
Right. Well, it's so weird because it's like the writers of this thing decide, all right, the only way we know how to do anything is through charm. So like, how does, like, we can't change anything. We just have to make charm always work. And so if this computer character is the most charming to not just to humans, but also like, how would he have a relationship? Well, we'll have to create a female computer and he'll have to fucking make her so hot that she just drops her panties immediately.
All of her circuits are soaked.
Yeah, like I'm surprised that wasn't a line from the show.
Thank you. Seriously. It was disgusting.
The first draft, I'm sure.
The first draft was filthy.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. Rods and anyway.
I want you to take a megabyte of me. RAM, input, output. Also, her voice is like, it's halfway between a woman and like that computer voice I just did right now. Yeah, like she's kind of sultry, but she's also kind of a bot.
Yeah. I mean, that woman did her job well.
Yeah, I don't Anyway, I would really love to see an episode of Lumpy's Proletariat.
Oh my God, so bad.
I'd love to be able to just tune in to big time TV.
Me too.
Apparently, anyone watching us is tuned in. So I envy you.
I mean, okay, let's talk about Lumpy's Proletariat. How do you think he got his name? Does it have
Lumpy?
anything to do? Yeah.
Well, like
I'm
lumpen proletariat is
um
another term that just means proletariat. I think you could also say lumpen, and
yeah.
they're like the same thing.
I was hoping it would be a really gross like story that they came up with where because anyone with the nickname Lumpy has a gross story about it. Oh well.
What story did you imagine it to be?
I don't know. He had an accident in the public pool, or he went on a date and something bad happened, and lumpy stories.
Like, go on.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Oh, poor Lumpy.
I know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
still imagine that it's my way.
Okay. All right. Um, what else? What else for this episode, man? We didn't get enough Theora, as far as I'm concerned. And we
Well,
didn't get enough Murray.
we got more Murray than we usually get, though.
Yeah,
And
but like they're both so fucking good.
I know. And Theora, she started off hot in this episode. She was so pissed off that no one told her the plan, and she was
Right.
so upset. Like, how could they not tell me the plan? And it even gets referenced later. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Theora, that I brought up that thing that we did without your knowing about it.
It is a dick move. Like they needed her to read as like distraught that her maybe quasi boyfriend is about to die.
Well, I think that she's proven her chops as an actress now, so maybe they'll be more open with her.
Well, no, she hasn't. Well, you're
She
right. Oh, I'm
has
sorry.
with Murray.
Yeah, you're right. She slapped him in the face. Yeah, she knows how to sell a story.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's something they don't teach you at journalism school.
Maybe if you minor in drama, but maybe not.
I feel like maybe we should have real journalists come and dissect what Edison Carter is doing right and wrong.
Do we know any real journalists? Do you?
I do, but I don't know that they have the time for this bullshit.
What? That sounds wrong.
It does. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're not going to do that.
So screw you, listeners.
But hey, listen, what a weird, amazing episode this has been. We have to run. That's all the time we've got for this episode, but it's been a doozy. So please tune in for next one. It's going to be so good.
No sex with robots or AI having sex with each other, probably.
Well, no promises. I mean,
yeah, I know. That's why I said probably, not
maybe more. It seems like there's only more of it as we go along. Like they're really exploring like how much more sex can a computer have with itself?
What if they just turn the entire series into like some sort of AI porn that doesn't show anything? What if they did that, Josh? That would be crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't remember that, but I also didn't remember anything about this.